Hey Grace fam, it is a pleasure being back here with you all. Let me say, a lot of things are happening right now and I can't wait to just go through everything with you all. This video, I'm just gonna put the videos in pieces, different videos, because it's easier to watch and it's easier to get a certain point and a certain topic and meditate on it, pray on it, and really take it to the Lord. Amen. Amen. So I hope you all are having a beautiful day. I pray the Lord continues to bless you, guide you, and protect you and your beautiful loved ones in your going out and your coming in. Now, this topic of our money and the banks is something that we've been talking about. Well, I've been talking to you all about from I think November 2021 when I really got serious about it, and we're telling you all that it's coming and it has happened. It has been happening, because if you look in your countries, you will see that banks are closing. And what excuse are they using? Oh, banking online is available. We want to put everybody online onto online banking, and we want to get you all using online. And that being said, we don't need so many outlets or so many actual banks where you have to go into, wait in line, talk to, to deposit or to withdraw and stuff like that. Initially, they were getting a bit of backlash or complaints from, of course, older people. But they said, figure it out. That's what's happening. So that was the excuse that we all got, right? All right. I want you all to watch this video. Watch the entire video and listen keenly, okay? Because a lot of people in the banking world have been talking, have been coming out, a lot of whistleblowers, a lot of people that have certain insight. I remember I shared a video. It was a video, but it was actually a voice note in the video with someone, even here in Jamaica, that was talking about it. And even in Jamaica, you can see it happening. Because even the NCB banks, that's very obvious, they have been closing down since May 2020. They have been closing down. I think there's only 4 branches in all KSA, Kingston and St. Andrew right now, right? But they have been closing down. And we know who owns NCB, right? Leaching. And we know what kind of game he's, what kind of crowd he hangs out with and stuff like that. I leave it there. He's a part of the elite. So, you know what I mean. All right. So, these things are happening. Watch this video.
I have a really big international audience and a lot of professionals that write me and tell me stories about what they're going through from around the world. And Martin is a successful businessman, and his wife Ashley, they run a company, and they bank at a bank called Bank of Queensland in Australia. And this is something that should scare every single one of us, because the Bank of Queensland just sent Martin a letter stating that on August 18th that they're done. We're closing your account, and if you read our terms and conditions, we can close your account for no reason. And what they're doing, and what large banks are doing, is culling accounts. And let's just use round figures. Let's say you've got 1 million accounts at this bank, and we can get it down to 750,000. The exposure and the problems that are eliminated by that mathematically, it helps the bank out. Now, here's the thing. You can sit there and say, oh, Dan, Martin's a deadbeat. Martin's got, serious financial problems or did something wrong at the bank. Nope, not at all. And I'm going to show you the letter. The letter is going to be popped up here. And he got 3 of them. And the reason for that is because he's got an account, his wife has an account, and the business has an account. And I protected everything and blocked it all out so that you guys don't know who this guy is. But this should, scare each and every one of us, because one thing that we talk about is the banks being in trouble. And if you don't believe that, you're kidding yourself. Now, one thing that I always preach is to have multiple accounts. and to make sure that you have a secondary credit union, you've got a bank account, you know, that's unrelated to your regular business account. Have multiple accounts, and you need to have cash put away in case something happens like this. Now, thank God this bank gave them a 4-week notice, not a month. Now notice this. This is 4 weeks from when this is written. So most people are going to sit there and go, oh, the letter was written on the 18th. We've got until the 18th of next month. No, you have 4 weeks, 4 calendar weeks from whenever that letter was written. So people need to get themselves ready and understand that banks are doing this around the globe. Now, in India, there's another bank that is doing the exact same thing, and they're recommending that people pull the money out of the bank, and the story is below, because directors did nefarious things in the account and they can't guarantee the solvency of the bank. Again, when was the last time you checked this stuff? When was the last time you spent 5 minutes and looked at your bank to see where they were at and the stability of it? And we talk about this all the time because we're heading to hell right now. And Jerome Powell himself just said things are going to get much worse before they get better. What happened to transitory, baby? What happened to it's with my friend, don't worry, the check's in the mail, everything's good? No, everything's not good, guys. And the thing that's going to suffer the most is going to be banking. And, you know, again, I really give Martin credit for sending me this letter, because it really, you know, it really just disturbed me on such an epic level. And hey, Dan, I can scan those letters if you want, but think about this. Do you have direct payments? Oh, yeah, I do. I've got, you know, my paycheck's direct deposit. Well, we're going to return that to the source. Could you imagine going to HR or your employer and said, hey, listen, my paycheck was rejected by my bank. Could you reissue it? What a nightmare that would be. How long would that take to get your money? 2 days, 5 days, 2 weeks? Who knows? Okay. Who wants to find that out? I don't ever want to hear that. Do you have any direct payments that are going to come out of here that are scheduled to be taken out of this account? Change them immediately. And that's what it says in the letter. So, you know, if you have a balance left over, we'll mail you the bank balance when we're done. Again, guys, Dan, what bank is safe? Okay? We have to believe that everything is precarious right now. And you can sit there and believe this or not believe it, but I believe it. And there's no reason for this bank to just do this willy-nilly. And you can sit there, and I'm going to get bank people write me and the vice president of XYZ saying Martin did something wrong. No, he didn't. This was sent out to tens of thousands of people that we know of right now. So that's horrific, guys. And again, I want to thank Martin and his wife for sending me this, because it's absolutely brilliant to share this with other people. But protect yourself. Make sure you have cash in the house. Make sure that you are ready for what's coming, because we don't know when the financial lockup is going to take place. And if you don't think that there is going to not be a credit freeze someday, you're kidding yourself. So share your thoughts on this so far. There's so much more to cover right now.
There you have it in the video, right there, front row, full and center, you know. It's happening, Saint. And I remember reading, it was a comment from a subscriber, I don't know, that said, oh, if he followed me, he would have drawn out all of his money out of the banks from last November. And I'm like, if you had followed me and actually did take out at least most of your money out of the banks and invested in buying food, invested in gold, or, you know, stuff like that, you would be better off right now. So I don't understand what you mean, because even from that point I was saying, just take out the cash. And I told you all, I gave you a list of things that you could do with it, right? Which included buying gold and stuff like that. I did not say take it out and put it under your mattress, right? Buy food, buy bulk. You understand? Get certain things in place. That is why I said to take it out, because of this very same reason. it's like it's being done in stages, saints. They want you to get used to the online thing, but it's really get used to the digital thing, because that's where it's headed, right? And all those positions, a lot of jobs will be lost to artificial. So this isn't a joke. Once you're a believer, once you are standing on Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the solid rock, there's certain decisions that you'll end up have to make, that we'll all have to make. And if you're not taking the mark, if you're not going to bow or bend your knee, you want to have certain things in place, just like Joseph. You want to start gathering in, the storehouse before the drought starts. Not when the drought starts you're gonna be like, oh, I should have listened to Nastasia Grace, I should have listened to this one and that one. So this is just another video opening the eyes, especially those that are just subscribed to me, that probably have never heard me talk about getting your cash out of the banks and putting it elsewhere, doing more important things with it. Because at the end of the day, when they freeze, if you're not up to what they're up to and they freeze it, and you're, what are you gonna say then? And there's no money. I watched this video today. I just had to shake my head. A young lady said she's been hearing about all of these shortages that is coming, and I'm going to make a video right after this about that. And she was just showing how she's preparing, and she went to IKEA and she got a shelf set and everything. I'm like, yes, you go, girl. When I look what the young lady put on the shelf, I'm seeing the detergent. I'm seeing no food whatsoever, basically. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'd rather have something in my belly than worrying about, you know what I mean? But I digress. If you don't feel like you need to be more sensitive and need to at least put a listening ear to those that are actually telling you the truth, telling you what's going on, seeing what's coming, watchmen, watchwomen, prophets, prophetess, your preachers, the ones that know the truth and are awake and are trying to warn you. We're out in the wilderness warning people. But those who have ears, let them hear. Okay? And that's where I leave this one. I love you all so much. Remember to get your merch in the description box below. I love you all so much. Thank you for your support. I pray the Lord blesses you and keeps you, and I pray his face shines on you and that he gives you his peace. Amen. Love you guys. Bye.